Christianity versus science. I run into this all the time on the internet, and when I put together my editorial calendar at the beginning of this month, this is one of the final topics that I decided to talk about. And the funny thing is, I put the calendar together, just over a month ago, and I just ran into an instance of somebody claiming yet again on the internet that you can't be a Christian and believe in science. Or if you are a Christian, you therefore don't believe in science, which is just hogwash. And the funny thing is, people that make these claims, I've seen countless times, over and over again. Not every time, but the vast majority of the time, somebody expresses a doubt in evolution, and they're immediately, without any discussion, subjected to ridicule, name-calling, being told they are a waste of air. It's just unbelievable that people that are normally rational and can agree to disagree, all of a sudden, when this topic comes up, just go off the rails and fall into this dogmatism that's just incredible to watch. And it just happened again this morning on a programming forum that I was reading. But the funny thing is that science and Christianity are not inherently incompatible. What's incompatible is worshiping at the altar of science. Science is not the end-all be-all of all knowledge. Science is a tool that can help us learn and gain knowledge in certain areas and understand truth in certain areas. But it can't explain all truth, and science is only about what we can observe, what we can see, what we can hear, what we can touch, what we can taste, what we can hear. These things are subject to the scientific method of observation, developing hypothesis, and experimentation. All it can tell us about is what's now and how things work now. It can't tell us anything about the past. It can't tell us anything about how things used to work. All it can do is tell us about how things work now. And like I said, it's a tool that can inform us about things that work in the physical universe. But when you get outside the physical universe, you can't run experiments. And there are other ways of knowing things. There's evidentiary ways of knowing things. There's historical ways of knowing things. But all science does is tell us about physical stuff now. It doesn't tell us about these other things. It's a subjective things. It can't inform us on. And so when people put all their faith in science, they're putting their faith in things that are man-made, that they're expanding the role of science beyond what it was originally intended for. So when people make statements that sound scientific, like the theory of evolution is a great example, and probably the one that is most evidentiary in this conflict that happens, that I see all over the place. That people make statements that sound scientific, but if they can't be tested, and the vast majority of evolutionary theory cannot be tested, you have to be very wary of that. Whether it's evolution or some other topic that, like I said, sounds scientific, but if it can't be tested through experiment, you have to be very wary, because it's a slippery slope to very sloppy thinking. Because you think you know something, but you really don't. It's based on unfounded hypothesis. So until tomorrow, go make something. Perfection's not required, fun is.